Teaching my beautiful woman
Whatever.
how to clean a freaking trout.
Yeah. Whatever.
She doesn't like fish. Touching fish.
Nope.
So, baby, just start off with the top fin.
So right about here.
Watch out for your hands.
Of
Remember,
course.
start path least resistance. Don't go down too far.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm trying not to.
Take it easy.
I'm trying.
Start to curve up a little bit more the closer you get to the end.
Which I'm trying to do.
You can see where you should slip the knife out if you get it right.
If I get it right.
I don't get it right all the time either. That's why I have to lay it flat and cut it on the cutting board. Probably have to lay it flat and cut it on the cutting board, baby.
Mm-hmm. So...
It's a bone. It's not going to cut that easy.
Mm-hmm. Oops, sorry.
It's alright. It's alright if you butcher it a little bit on top. It's just, don't damage the whole fish.
I don't think I did too bad.
No, you didn't do too bad.
A little.
It's not as clean, but
No.
this is your first time actually doing this.
I was gonna say, Will,
Yeah,
first
okay.
fish, ever, really even touching a fish?
And don't worry, she's been cleaning deer and hunting her whole life, so the blood isn't a problem for her. It's fish.
It's fish. They're weird, they're slimy, and now I understand why everybody says, don't hold them by the tail. Okay. Now I'm lost again.
Remember, this is the last one you have to cut off.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to, because you can eat that too. It's just not many
Preference.
people are fond of eating the tail in general, and those are less fond of being. People are less fond of eating those.
So basically, I'm trying to take all the principles of deer with, slow, fluid movements, good cut movement,
Mm-hmm.
and saving as much meat as possible.
And
with
get
the
rid of what
fish.
isn't needed.
Yeah.
I'm not the most verbal teacher. It's more so I will point out, tell you this, see how you're doing, tell you, wait a minute.
Basically, when he's half-ass showing you, like he's cleaning his fish, do not sneeze, do not look away, do not even fart, or you will miss something.
Hey,
That
I do
wasn't
give
bad.
descriptions.
That wasn't bad at all.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, that was really close to the... Alright, and
And then
you can cut the head off first, but if you don't want to deal with the gut squishing out randomly, I know you can handle all that because of deer. You can start where the belly line is and do that.
So right here then.
Yeah.
So right about through here.
It's not usually procedure, but you can do that. Some people will just cut off the back fins, cut off the booty hole, and just slit up the gut
Mhm.
and save the fat on the fish.
All I know is it really would have helped if I would have made a minor incision to get the knife inside the fish. Otherwise, you have all kinds of problems. Because you did what I just did earlier, you kind of end up with,
Yeah.
sliding off the fish.
And remember, don't go too far up. Stay around that line. Technical terms are my worst enemy. As long as you don't hit the color and you stay more on the white, that's most of the belly fat. You can butcher the belly fat, just the meat is what we're trying to avoid.
Okay, I got it. Obviously, I didn't take off as much as what you normally
No.
would do.
And you don't need to worry about this part.
Uh-huh.
You can just slit up on that at the end and leave some of the belly fat. That does, like other meat, add flavor. It's
Yeah.
Just, I usually don't keep a lot of the fat on the fish.
Yeah, and then now it's the head.
Yep.
So right here is the end of the skull.
Yep, right where before the skull starts. And yeah, there's a gap right there, right behind the back of the skull. You start there. You can start with a small incision. You can flip the fish over and make an incision to make it easier.
Mm-hmm. It's right about here.
Yep, right about there.
Yep, because I am hitting the head.
And then remember the curve I talked about?
Yeah.
Sort of follow the gills a little further out, cut around the front fins and the underneath the gills.
Mm-hmm.
And you can curve down a little bit more to get more of the fat and meat if you want to.
Let me get through the...
Yeah, you're right at the vertebrae. Remember, use it like a
meat cleaver?
Yeah, meat cleaver.
Dude, this is the knife I got for my birthday, okay? I don't want to kill it right away.
It's a sturdy knife. We have a knife sharpener too. Did you skip the vertebrae?
I don't know. Yes,
Yeah,
probably.
you skipped the vertebrae.
I'm going with what's slightly easier, okay?
Okay.
And there's the
And,
heart.
Yep, you hit the heart.
Obviously, with deer, you would want to avoid this.
And I'm not going to get all perfectionist with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's your first time cutting the head off of a fish.
We're good.
You broke the vertebrae. That's good. In the future, you'll be able to get it through in a couple movements. Maybe some minor adjustments. You didn't butcher it too bad. And that you can just slit upwards.
Like you would a deer.
Yep. And then the guts, you pretty much...
Pulled out anyway.
Yep. And you just, yeah. Right there, cut it right up to the butthole.
That's what I'm working on, babe. Yes, that touched my finger, but it's all good. That was fun, you know.
Right.
Why not? Stitches means you did something right. Maybe not.
Now you can grab the intestines and just yank that out. There you go. And now we got the swim bladder and the deposits around the spine. I'm not sure for the technical term of that, but as far as I'm concerned, it looks like mineral deposits and everything from what the fish ate. But non-technical terms are my worst enemy anyways. This is where you start using your finger. You can cut along like I did lightly along that part. Go ahead and do that to make it easier.
Too heavy of a cut and you'll end up cutting meat and that's not good.
And you don't want to break the bones either.
That's what's going to hold your fish together.
The tail can be cut because the tail can be fried and baked. If it's done well, it's not nasty or slimy, and it is crunchy like a tail chip, and it will hold the flavoring of whatever seasoning you cook the fish with. Been fishing since the day I started walking, so all 23 years of my life just about. And it's hard to teach the knowledge that you possess if you haven't taught before.
Now you know how I feel teaching you how to rodeo.
But you did good though. I mean, you said yourself you did good. And now that can be rinsed out in the water, baby. Not the best water, but we're going to rinse them out before we cook them anyways.
No worries, the coffee grounds that are in here, y'all, is just going to add the flavor. Then we'll have some very caffeinated fish. So if you're tired, eat a trout, and hey, you're awake for the next 5 days. Really want to make sure that I get all this out of here because this is not looking...
It's not supposed to be in there when we cook it.
Really no different than cutting up a deer, y'all. It's not... I mean, other than they're very slimy and very hard to keep hold of, they're not bad.
This is the classical way of cleaning. There is literally a way when you're fishing and you want to eat the fish, you just slit the stomach. Sometimes you can get the guts in it. Without slitting the stomach, you just put a stick through it and put it over fire, or you just slit the stomach, pull out the guts, and do the same thing with a stick.
Yeah. I would normally take the fish, slit it all the way through, up until about here, because you want to leave a good hunk on the tail. And then you would fold it open, stick it over a stick, so it would be laying open with the meat side out over a slow heat fire. Basically what that's going to do is cause it to smoke better. So there's my half-assed done fish, and Will's better done fish.
And mine that I did roughly. I've been fishing my whole life. I still make mistakes, but that happens with everyone. You did good, baby.
Yeah, right.
You did good. This is your first time actually full on cleaning the fish out.
Hey, I'm even putting the worm on my hook, y'all.
Yep, I got her to put worms on her hook.